that my mind was fairly clear that day. But apparently some people on the internet or YouTube universe, some have seen 5 creatures in the video. One directly in front of me with his hand over his face, apparently. And 4 more throughout the forest. But in a nutshell, I looked back at the truck as I got out. My instinct, which is another thing I was going to say about this, is trust your instinct. Make sure your mind's in the right place, because your instinct, will deflect if your mind's in the right place, of course. But my instinct, because it started sleeting, it was kind of like today, pretty nice, and all of a sudden it just got cold, and some sleet hit the ground. As it was falling, something told me to go take a look. Where I went, it was at the end of this road outside the Malala corridor, which I'm probably 20 minutes, 15 minutes from the spot right here. 10 minutes even, probably, as the crow flies, maybe 5. But you gotta go through town, go right, go back up the mountain. Right where BFRO went on Discovery Channel, in that area. Someone told me to go out there. I saw the tree broken, and I get out of the truck to go look at the tree. And I look back and I'm like, "You gonna get out or what?" And my woman sitting in the passenger seat looking over. She's not taking her eyes off whatever it is she saw. I go, "You see something?" She goes, "I thought I saw something move." So I went, and then I said, "Friend?" And then I see a little branch or a leaf moving way back in the forest under the tree line, or the canopy, the trees. And I look out where I was, in the wide open, there's no wind. And I look in the forest, there's no wind whatsoever. It's calm as it can be. You could hear a duck fart a mile away. And all of a sudden, after I did that the first time, I said, "Friend," that leaf started moving. I go, "Oh, I wonder what that's all about. This is weird." And I filmed it and didn't even know there was anything there other than the leaf moving until I went home. I was like, there's a dark figure there that seems to be backing up, as maybe I didn't give the correct response to him waving the leaf. Maybe I should have picked up, see, the more you do things, the more you learn. I should have picked up a leaf or something similar and waved it back at him. Maybe they would have came out and talked to me, or come out and ate me. I don't know. But I've had Indian friends, Blackfoot Indian, full-blooded. I was always into Bigfoot since I was a kid. Maybe it was my dad shaking the tent saying, "Beware Bigfoot tonight when you guys are sleeping out there." We were in his backyard in Staten, Oregon. And I asked him about it, 20 years later. He goes, "No, that wasn't me." I go, "Shut up." I always thought, no, I was just Dad, but no. Something was messing with us kids. My sister Sarah, Bob, Joe. Yeah, and 2 others. The first 3 siblings of mine. There's 3 more after them. And apparently a couple more throughout the state. I come from a long line of truck drivers. And what do truck drivers do? They stop by truck stops. And what's at the truck stops? You guessed it. But anyways, I won't mention anyone's names, because the person I might be referring to, I did love her. She's a good mom, and she was very sweet, and she was blonde. I just kind of have always had a thing for blondes, but now that I'm gray, I think I like brunettes. I actually always dated brunettes. Enough about that. So, go back to finishing about the Bigfoot, right? Or what sure seemed to look like Bigfoot. I'll try and upload just a little clip of this before I edit this video. Again, it was a little bit clearer through here, a little bit, not much. But as you can see, I'm walking down. The van is pretty much right where the trailer is, ish. So I'm standing up down here, and the camera was right there. Actually, it was on top of that rock, directly in front of that tree. Kind of pointing this direction, literally. So it's very strange. Very strange. You'll see what I mean when you see the video. Because whatever it was it was like the thing was crawling, or he was on all 4s down here, but his arms were long enough to reach up there and wiggle a branch. So, go figure. So we're standing here, I think, because the geometry doesn't sound right. But, yeah, he was able to reach over there and wiggle a branch in front of it after you heard a click. You know, they know about these cameras. So if you ever do get motion, take a good look at your cameras. Go slow and see if you see any kind of movement. But it was wiggling a branch in front of his face so he could kind of tip up. He peeked with one eye, went back down, then peeked up with two eyes. For a split second you could see two eyes. For sure a dome, skull cap. I mean, it gave me the chills, which I'm not scared of them at all. I think they're pretty cool, man. If I could be the world's greatest hide and seek champion, heck yeah. Live in the woods. But I think they're super smart. That's two of them that have kind of used the trees or something to disguise them. Kind of interesting. Take note of that. So anyways, I'll try and have that video on there too. And I'm going to go check out the door we've been working on. It's over here in my makeshift shop in a day. This one's a little smaller than the version I have up above. But hey, I spent like $4 grand on all the scaffolding I have and might as well do something with it once in a while. I just wanted to have a dry spot while it was raining and or snowing. While Gail and I worked on the door. Our door number 1 of 3 that we're going to do right now. 2 for our new bathroom, master bath that I remodeled. And 1 to see if we can't start selling them online. People are making a killing.